My name's John Weaver. I'm a lifelong resident of Cherokee County, born in 1949 at Coker's Hospital in Canton now. My wife and I, Debbie Malden, we are owners of Malden Body Shop and Towing here in Canton, and our daughter Angela is now the manager of the business, as we've tried to retire several times, but we've learned that in a family business there's not much room for retirement. You're always available when the phone rings. I guess one of the things that Malden Body Shop is remembered for, and I hope it will be remembered for this, is Christmas Pete. Christmas Pete is a Peterbilt 60-ton wrecker that we started decorating to put in some of the parades back, 20 years ago. And during that time, when we'd put a truck in a parade, we'd put lights on it and drive it, and then after the parade, we'd take the lights off and put it back into service. And Christmas Pete, about 18 years ago now, made the decision that we would put lights on it and drive it around in between the parades during the week or something. And people started turning out to see it, and we'd go parking in a parking lot at one of the malls in the county, and people would come by and listen to the music and take pictures, and we'd see the joy that they were having, and it made us feel joyful, so we'd add to it every year. And as I look back a few days ago at all of the pictures of Christmas Pete from the years past and all the different changes we've had in it, every year we add something to it. As I go through and think about some of the things in the county that's happened since 1949, I've never lived anywhere else but here. It's home, always will be. I can go back and think of the time I was away in the Army, or maybe spent time out on vacation. I was always happy to come back to Canton and Cherokee County because it is my hometown and my county. And I'm proud of all the people that I've had as mentors in my life during this time here. And there's so many of them, I wish I could just start naming those, but I hope they know how much I appreciate what they've done for me in my life and for my family. As I think about all of the times of growing up here in Cherokee County and being a lifelong resident and thinking about the change, I can remember the days when you would drive down through Woodstock and you'd come to Highway 92 and there was nothing there but the old Dixie Inn restaurant. You turn right and you go out 92 and you went for a long way before you found any houses. But then things started changing. As you went to Ball Ground, you didn't have a whole lot of traffic up there either. And then as time went on through the 60s and into the 70s, the perception of the county was, hey, that's a good place to go. It's laid back, but it's close enough to the city. If we need to go, we can. I think a leadership in the county that is progressive, yet they remember the history. They remember the people who built what we have, and we're proud of what we have. But as a lifelong resident here in Cherokee County, I have to say things have really changed. Someone who's been gone for several years comes back and says, I don't remember it being like this. Well, it's not, and it shouldn't be, because as time changes with the calendar, everything around us should change as well, because we have to progress. We can't sit still in the status quo of this is the way it was, because things do change. And being here in Cherokee County, I think we've been a progressive change and a good change. It's hard to control growth without changing the scenery or the lifestyle of what's happening here. But we can control how it's changed. And I think we have the leadership that does that. We have a tremendous fire department. Fortunately, back when it was just volunteers, I was a volunteer fire chief. We went through and we had training classes. We tried to, as we were striving to grow the department, we worked toward developing new stations closer to where the communities would be that needed backup, needed assistance. And I can still do this as a chaplain for Cherokee Fire. I still see all the firefighters on a regular basis. And as I think about it and look at it, I'll ask them the question, why did you become a firefighter? And of course, the answer is going to be fight fires. I always ask them, how's that working out for you? Because nowadays we have emergency medical services too. And the days of fighting fire has turned into fire prevention. And we have a great department there. It's just a progression that if you don't improve, you go backwards. and you can't maintain the status quo. You have to grow. You can't stand still. I think the one thing that makes Cherokee County unique and different from other areas, the people. I believe the people in our area have an attitude of understanding where we came from. The lifestyle that we enjoy here is sort of laid back, but at the same time, we're growing into a new society. We're faced with challenges, but we have answers. Some people don't agree with all those answers, but that's okay. We can agree to disagree and still grow our county into a future that we can all live with and be happy with. I think here in Cherokee County we have people with an attitude that there's going to be change and it ought to be for the better, and that we're willing to do what needs to be done. I don't see as many people coming to the table anymore complaining, but I see a lot of people coming with solutions. And I think Cherokee County is a home of solutions, a place that we can work together and make our county a better place to live. Even though it is trying to be overrun by the big city, I think there is a way that we can, in the end, grow into a very wonderful place to live, as it always has been for us. One of the things that I think about is what makes Cherokee County unique and why I want to be here and call it my home, the people. And in saying that, our body shop suffered a massive fire in 1980 when lightning struck the building, and it was a very devastating fire. My father-in-law, Mr. Malden, and our whole family, we were in Florida on vacation when it happened on that Saturday afternoon. And it was that evening before we were told that there had been an incident, and so we left immediately and we came home. We got home about 8 o'clock on Sunday morning and immediately drove over to the shop, and there was 50, 75 people standing outside looking at the burned out building. Half of the building had caved in, and we're standing there just totally numb. And somebody said, well, first thing we need to do is we need to start cleaning up. The community. If you've ever heard of the saying, a barn raising, it started that Sunday afternoon. The community people came in, and by nightfall on that day, the Sunday before Labor Day, the building had been cleaned out of all the burnt debris. The concrete floor had been washed down. The concrete walls were still standing. Everything had been hauled off that day. People came in with dump trucks and they hauled stuff out, just sort of helped us do what had to be done. And on Monday, Labor Day, a good friend of ours came over that had a truss building company, and he came in and he said, well, you're going to have all these new trusses built, and in doing so, it's going to take a few days to do it, and I'm behind. So what I'll do, I'll see if I can get the guys to come in and work today. And they did. They delivered all the trusses to start putting the building back together within 48 hours. Plain to say, the body shop was in operation in 5 days. With the idea of one word describing Cherokee County, I think caring is a big word. We are in a community that has a caring attitude, one that would entice someone to want to live here, not just visit, but to move here and become a part of it.